Good to see everybody. Robbie Allen, Credit Restoration of Texas. I got a request last week about bankruptcies and how to get bankruptcies removed from the credit. And I figured that it'd be easier to make a video on it than it would be to try to explain it through like a direct message or something like that. But do keep in mind that when you're working on credit, there's no magic bullet, right? I know everyone's looking for like a magic pill or a hocus pocus or something like that. It doesn't work that way, right? I mean, credit repair is more like working out. That's what I always say. Like, if you want to get fit, you got to eat right. You got to go to the gym. You got to, get your rest. You got to drink your water. You got to stay away from fatty foods. And so your credit needs to get fit, right? If there's damage on it, it's because of damage you caused. Now, I mean, whether it was medical, lost job, divorce, things do happen, but there's no magic trick, right? No fairy dust to just make it go away. So, the bankruptcy, if you've gone through a bankruptcy, then obviously, you have all of these accounts, your creditors that say included in bankruptcy, they should all have a zero balance on there, which is great. And then you'll have at the bottom in the public records, you'll have, you should have the bankruptcy is probably reported on all three bureaus. So there is no 100% way to get any of this stuff deleted. All of these things are somewhat effective, but none of the I've never seen anything just take everything off of a credit report. Not that's legal, anyhow. So the way that you go about getting like a bankruptcy off is very similar to the way that you get anything off of the report. Now, I've included that in the free training, and the first step is to get the addresses taken off of your credit report. The most effective way to get the addresses taken off is to go to each one of the bureaus. Go to Experian, go to Equifax, go to TransUnion, log in, get your logins, then go through and say, I've never lived at this address, I never lived here, I never lived here, I never lived here. I've done this, and normally it's pretty fast, 48 hours, it comes back, and they should be cleared up. Now, I did have one person message me and says, well, I've only lived at my same address, for my whole life. It's going to be, I don't know if this is going to work then. It's just one of those things. Credit repair, there's no, like I said, nothing's 100%. It may work, it may not, or you may have to get a different address, but then you'll have to remove your current address off of your report, and I don't even know if that would really work. I think it, I don't think so. I really don't think so. But you could try it, and then it seems like it'd be kind of a pain. But if you've got a whole bunch of old addresses that are attached to the bankruptcy or attached to other accounts, then yeah, try to get all of those deleted. Then of course the next thing you're going to do with the bankruptcy is a little different. You're sending a letter, and I'm going to upload it somehow to the group. It's a letter that you send actually to the bankruptcy court, and you're going to send them a letter. It's very simple. It just says, hey, Western District of Texas or Arizona bankruptcy court. Here's my name. Here's my info. I am verify. I want to know how you verify this information. That you verify this information with the credit bureaus. Can you please? And then you're going to include a pre-addressed self-stamped envelope. There's a little form, and you mail that off to them. You can have it certified. You can have it notarized. You basically want them to send you back the form or a letter that says, we do not verify any information. We don't provide any information to the credit bureaus, right? And sometimes they respond back, sometimes they don't. Sometimes I've sent 2 or 3 letters into the court certified, and they don't have to respond. That's the whole thing. They don't have to do anything, right? So then if you're lucky and you get it back, which maybe happens 50% of the time, you'll take that letter, you'll send it into the credit bureaus and say, listen, there's no way that you verified this information. Therefore it needs to be deleted from the credit report. Now, once again, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. It's a 50-50 shot. And of course, there's other things you could do. You could go to LexisNexis, you can go to SageStream, all these other things. But the bottom line is that you may have a little bit of success, you may get some, and then, let me back up here. Then, once you get that letter and you send it to the bureaus, you're also going to want to challenge all of the items in the bankruptcy, right? I don't recognize this, or I need you to validate all this information. Maybe you get some items taken off, maybe you don't. But it's a combination of all of this, right? Maybe you get some things taken off that way. Then you build up new credit, 3 to 5 credit lines, you take care of those, and eventually the bankruptcy is going to have less and less effect on your credit report, and those good accounts are going to have a more and more positive effect. But you can't have the bankruptcy and then keep getting more collections, right? Because I've seen clients of mine who they go through the bankruptcy, and then 6 months later, they've established good credit lines, and now you've got a 650 score, right? So as long as the bankruptcy took care of your liabilities, which is awesome, right? But now you got to take care of it, right? You can't do it and then keep doing the same thing over and over. So I'm going to upload some of those letters there, and once again, there's a lot that goes into it, but I hope this is helpful. And it's Friday, so y'all have a great weekend. Robbie Allen, Credit Restoration of Texas, out.